Hey, what's up everyone? It's Dave Stone with another exciting episode of Develop Awesome Skills, where I'm committed to providing inspirational and practical ways to transform your life and the world around you by planting fruit and medicinal trees. And today I'm live, guys, and I haven't been live in a while, so I am really excited to be live here today, and I want to do a Stonehaven garden update because I want to show you all what this yard looked like 18 months ago, back in let's see, yeah, February 2017. That's when I first started Stonehaven. It was dirt. It was all dirt back in February 2017. And I did this just to kind of show you, because I'm gonna give you a Stonehaven garden update today. This was some pictures that I can show you. Look at that. That was my front yard in February 2017. And another shot. There's the carob tree right there that was kind of not doing too well. That's the other side of my yard with the rainbow eucalyptus and the moringas over here now. Let's see what that is. Oh, that's the front. So there was an ocotillo that I pulled out there when I started, and there was a little root that I pulled out there, but the carob was here. My house didn't have any metal on it, and the yard was just dirt, and that was 1 year ago. So January 2017. November 2017, you can see I started getting some wood chips in here, and I started getting some, you guys can see that, in my back. This is my front yard here. Put the sugar cane in, started coming up. You can see it there too. So you can just see what I started with here, guys. And then you can see the banana there, and that was in November 2017. So I'll show you the banana now. It's looking really awesome. So I was the backyard here. I started getting some wood chips in the backyard in November, but to date, from dirt right here, from front yard dirt, February 2017, I've had about 18 truckloads, full truckloads of wood chips put in here. So this is one of the magic ingredients in the growth you're gonna see right now. But wood chips, wood chips, wood chips. But now look at this. So let me find the picture of what you were looking at. So that one is this shot right here. You can see the carob right in the middle there. And that is, or no, I'm sorry, it's this shot, That's the front of the house here. And this is now what it looks like. I mean, it's pretty awesome, the change that's happened in 1 year. These sugarcane, now, you guys are gonna see my garden after 2 storms. So this last storm, everything got so thrashed. My sugarcane pretty much fell all the way down here. I've been having to try to tie it up. I have to harvest this, but I don't have a sugarcane press. So if you have a sugarcane press and you live in Phoenix and I can use it, then let me know. Hey, Mary. Oh, thanks. It's totally changed drastically. And that's what I'm gonna take you guys on a tour right now so you can see what's going on. So let me start that. I'm gonna flip the camera around and start showing you some cool stuff. All right. So now you can kind of see here the yard from the side. And if my camera goes out, guys, because it's so hot out here, I'll try to come right back if it does. But the mulberry tree's doing pretty good. But these sugar canes that I planted from cutting are just blowing up. They're massive, massive. And if you guys need some sugar cane cuttings and you live out here in Phoenix, come on over. I got plenty for you. I planted this little moringa, is doing really well. You can see where I pinched the tips. But this one's not even staked. And in the storm, it was really kind of going crazy, but it's a real strong tree. So that's gonna be a nice one. And then over here, you can see these guavas now starting to come in. Right here in the front yard, I planted a tropic pink guava, which is looking really pretty. The sugarcane, man, it just kind of blasted everything. But this is a little loquat. It's been very, very slow growing for me. But it's not dead, it's just kind of slow. And then this little sprout, this was from Greg Peterson, but it's struggling a little bit. But the heat's just been so hot. And this pineapple guava is doing better, but it's definitely just kind of existing during this heat right now. But this tropic pink, man, if you guys want real good guavas that grow fast, that are beautiful, I mean, look at all this new growth here on this tropic pink. It's a very fast grower, very beautiful grower too. And the bark is really cool because it's got a really jagged bark. I really like it. So yeah, this one here is the tropic pink guava, and I think I got this at Lowe's. So 25 bucks. And then this one's a lemon guava. I got this at Dig It Nursery. There's a whole bunch of guavas. Now, oh, look, there's a little solitary beehive on there. But there's a whole bunch of guavas on this. It's a lemon guava. It's actually tastes quite a bit like lemon. The weather, hey Mary, the weather's been drastically different than any other year I can remember. Man, it is really, really hot, but I definitely, look at this sugar cane. It just came in here and just blasted in on my, this is my winter Mexican avocado, and there's an ice cream mango under here that's actually gave me a mango. But this is the winter Mexican avocado. It's just hanging right now. It grew so fast, it's just drooping. And then this is the little Catalina avocado that pretty much 100% shade. 100% shade. This shade cloth here, along with all of this stuff and the carob tree, these things don't get any direct sun. But I think avocados need that for quite a few years. Seamus says 5 years. So this one here is a little cherimoya. It's actually full shade too, 100% shade, and it's doing pretty well. It's got new growth on it. So we'll see how that little guy does. And this is the mighty Aravaipa here. Oh my gosh, this thing has grown so much. It was not, I had to cut a hole in that shade cloth because when I put the shade up in March, I did a video on it. The avocado was not even touching the shade cloth. And then now it just started like growing straight up out of it. It's literally growing like insane. But then as it grew up out of the shade cloth, the tips got super fried and it needs shade. So I want this carob to kind of come over it. And also the wind was so hard, it was just bashing this thing up against the edge there. But I have an avocado on this, and I'm gonna show you right now. All right, you gotta check this out. So this is my Aravaipa avocado. And if you look right up in here, you can see that. Check that out. That is an Aravaipa avocado, genuine. It's still got a little bit of time on it to grow, but that's my first avocado. So give me a big green thumbs up if you like my avocado here, because I cannot wait to try it. But you know, it had a lot of flowers on it, but one set, so that's really good. But it's pretty much full shade in here, guys, so that's what these avocados need. And man, my coconut cream mango has seen way better days. It's just got these funky stuff on it. This, I think Jay Behringer would probably say this is anthracnose. Seamus O'Leary would probably say my soil pH is not correct. So, Jake, nice, do a taste when it's ready. I will definitely, actually, I filmed a video eating my first fruit punch mango, and I can't wait to show you guys that video. So, the cause of the hotter winter on the planet is most likely because of the 12-year sun cycle. You know, the heat isn't actually that bad for these trees. They like the heat, but the intense sun, the intense like sun rays is what they're looking for. Hey, thanks, Lumian. Avocado's looking great. I think so too. But this shade cloth, it just takes that intensity of the sun away, because these mangoes and these avocados, they can really handle the heat. And you can see here, this is that the pineapple peach mango that was it was like 6 or 8 inches tall when I got it from tropical. I got it from a Tropica Mango. There's a whole bunch of different nurseries out here. Tropica Mango in Queen Creek. And this is like literally, it's taller than me now. But it didn't produce any flowers, but that's okay. It's just growing really crazily. This is the fruit punch mango here that actually held 3 fruit. And I have one inside. I can actually go get it and show you. But it held 3 fruit. I ate 2. And I'm gonna plant the seeds. So that's pretty cool too. And then my Kerry mango, who it's kind of she's sprawling out right now. Look at this. She's just growing in all different directions. And I don't know if you remember last year, but I planted a castor bean. I'll show you here. I wanted to grow my own shade cloth. So I planted that castor bean right in the same hole as this mango. And let me flip the camera around. So you can see right here, I got some basil growing in there too. It's really good basil. That's the Kerry mango. And look at this castor bean. It's huge right now. Look at that thing. And I trained it to be a tree, so it kind of comes up with 2 branches, but then man, it's definitely an amazing shade cloth now. Okay guys, sorry about that. The definitely got too hot and it overheated on me. But here is the castor bean that grew into the shade cloth of this Kerry mango. And I just find if you guys need to grow some shade cloth, use moringas or castor beans because they grow so fast. So let me go around to the front here now, kind of show you everything. The carob is looking so good. It produced very heavily this year. I got a little area to sit down out here. So this is the front. That was just dirt in February. And it's pretty incredible, the growth that I'm getting right now. Look at that moringa. There are so many pods. This is Moana, the moringa here. This one was planted right over there, and my neighbor hit it with Roundup, so I pulled the root out of the ground. I think it was episode 91, and I planted it here. Look at this thing now. Oh yeah, it's huge. And that was the root ball. And these were the first 2 sprouts that came in on it. And it was like end of the year where I planted it. And look at it. I mean, it's probably November when I actually put that in the ground. And it's huge. These pods are just massive, coming in really strong. I actually have my first pod coming in right here. The first pod that's drying, and look at the size of this thing. It's actually like past my elbow. This thing's huge, and it's drying out. I can't wait to get the seeds from that. So this is Moana the moringa, and then behind me here, I'm gonna introduce you to Tony. This is Tony the moringa, and Tony has been growing so fast. But this is a moringa you'd want to put by a pool. If you wanted a pool, a fast-growing moringa that would shade your pool but wouldn't shed too much, you want to get one of these moringas that actually grow really fast. These are all Moringa Oleiferas, but there are certain Moringa Oleiferas with different properties than other ones, and that's what I'm finding. There are very, very fast-growing trees, the DNA of super fast-growing trees that don't produce a lot of pods. They produce a lot of leaves. And then there's the very heavy pod producers that you probably wouldn't want to put around a pool because it would probably shed into your pool. But genetics from Tony or genetics from now Maui. This was a Maui cutting right back here. Let me show you. So this curved cutting was the bonsai part from Maui that I cut off, and so strong. This is the one I cat proofed. Speaking of cats, hey baby. So I cat proofed this with the box on it, because if the cats jumped on this a few months ago, they would have broke it off. And now there's no way they're breaking that off. This thing has grown so massive. It's got little pods on it, which is kind of cool. And then this one back here is the PKM1 that I planted from seed. Look at these pots. These are enormous. So this PKM1 is a very heavy pod producer. So that's what they're bred for, the PKM1 seeds, is for very heavy pod production. So I let this one grow really tall. In the storm, man, it got so many pods on it that they're all massive pods, like just incredibly huge pods on this thing. And it started weighing the tree down. So my process for this one is I gotta let these seeds dry out now so they'll mature, because these are gonna be amazing seeds. But now after that happens, I'm gonna chop this down, just chop the whole top of it off, and it'll bush out real nicely. I'm learning how to shape these trees, because you can really shape moringas how you want them to grow. And then right behind me here is my acerola cherries that are just, they fell down almost in the storm too. They're just literally, everything's growing so fast. And let me show you this too. This right here is my desert gold peaches, okay? So these desert gold peaches that was bare root from Greg Peterson. It was 1 inch thick, about a year old. And this was last February when I planted it, when this place was dirt. And I mean, so you can even get like the scope here. Like I'm this high on the tree. Like I'm like that tall on the tree. It's a huge tree now. In 1 year, these peaches have been phenomenal growers. I'm super excited about these desert gold peaches. They're so fast. They're so fast growing. So there's Tony from the other side. And then I got to show you, I got this tree from Seamus O'Leary. Oh, my fig row up front is also doing so well. Let me show you that here. So here's my fig all the way down. So this is a Janus seedless cadota, and it's kind of growing up real high. Let's see if I can find a fig. Oh, maybe. Oh yeah, here we go. Look at this. Nice ripe fig. Just press it, it squeezes, pick it off. And these are so good. Get the shade here, yeah. Whoa. Look at that. It's just like candy. It's so good. These white figs are delicious. So good. And then right here, I have a Tiger Panache. And this one has not produced that many figs yet, but it's coming in with a few, but they're not ready to eat. I'm very excited about this tree. This is a Royal Point Sienna from Seamus O'Leary's tropical fruit trees. It was actually a gift from John, where I did some videos on him planting his food forest out with the irrigation. So you guys should check that out. I got to do an update of his placing. But Johnny gave me this as a gift, this Royal Point Sienna from Seamus. And it's just looking so beautiful. Leaves close up at night. Yeah, it's amazing. And then a few more figs. I got a white cadota, brown turkey, and a black mission over there. And so, okay, yard. Let me go show you my rainbow eucalyptus and Maui, because you haven't seen Maui in a while either. So this is on, you saw the picture of this side of my house, and it was all dirt. And now it's got a lot of wood chips on this side too. And now I've also moved a whole handful of chips into the backyard, probably about. So here is the rainbow eucalyptus, and it's definitely, man, taking its time. It's definitely growing for sure. But I had to stake it up. It's got a lot of new growth right here, which is good. But I really had to stake up both of these sides because it was just flopping. And I really wanted it to grow up. So I'm gonna definitely pull these stakes out when it gets a little stronger and loosen them up. But right now it's gotta I gotta force it to grow up. But it's got a lot of new growth, so we'll see how it does. It's nothing to look at now, but this is all brand new growth. I mean, last year when I planted it in February, it was just the stick. Those are brand new branches since last year, so it's growing some. And then Maui, mighty Maui here. First Moringa at Stonehaven. I chopped it down so much last year, trimmed it so much last year, and this year I haven't trimmed it all because I'm just letting it do its thing. Look at that. This one was planted probably a few months earlier, maybe 6 months earlier than February. But this sprout came off this year. That was just a little sprout that came off this year and just shot up. So this is where I trimmed it last year. And you're gonna go see the new tree in the backyard called Hawaii. When I trimmed this off, I planted the top and it's a whole new tree now. That's what I'm calling Hawaii. So Maui was the mother tree, and I've got 2 cuttings that are doing really, really well from Maui. But the leaves, you know, they're kind of getting a little yellow, but that's okay. They're all still edible. They're just losing a little chlorophyll when they get yellow, but you can totally still eat them. So Maui has really, you know, I love the structure. She's just really growing into a beautiful, beautiful tree. And let's see how. Hey Juan Arcos, what's up? Thanks, man. I'm glad you like the live videos. I haven't done them in a long time, and it's fun to go live once in a while. So, oh, one of the reasons I'm going live too is because I'm switching the schedule. So you guys know I'm gonna start doing videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday instead of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And they're still gonna be at 5 o'clock. So that's kind of one of the reasons I wanted to do this video today too, is tell you about my new schedule. So thanks for reminding me, Juan Arcos. So my saguaro, it was swaying in the storm. It was like, but it's a apartment complex for many birds. And this is that green thornless jujube. Trimmed it way back. That's all new growth this year. It's got those 2 stalks now coming up. Probably get some more, the Indian jujube. Now this is another example here. A lot of rain. Hey, oh man, Juan Arcos, we got a ton of rain a couple times. I'm soaking it all up. I didn't lose a drop. Everything just soaked right into my yard. So that's what I love about having all these wood chips. It's like a giant sponge. And yeah, they're all breaking down so nice. Everybody, so sorry about that. So sorry about that. The heat, it's so hot. I need to actually go get in the shade here with the camera so it doesn't do that again on me. But let me just do that right now. Get in the shade here. I'm gonna show you my grapes because they're doing so good. Up here on my porch, you can see the outside of my house. What do you think? You like it? I did I did some metal. The metal on the outside of my house here. So if you like it, give me a thumbs up. But yeah, check out these grapevines. These were the Home Depot grapevines last year. I got this was a red Thompson, or this was a red flame, and this is a Thompson seedless right here. Thompson seedless and a red flame. And now these things have literally just grown all the way up. And I trained this one to go that way and this one to go that way. And I put a net up there. So now we're just gonna walk under grapevines. They're growing so fast. I mean, look at these things. Massive vine structure in 1 year. We got a lot of grapes this year. In fact, there's probably still some raisins on the vine. Yeah, there is. So there's some raisins. Oh yeah, they're really good. But they were small grapes. So, but this is gonna be so cool when it grows in. And it's actually gonna be growing another shade cloth because I attached it to my shade structure. So as these grapes cover this, my pineapple peach mango is gonna have some shade, more shade. It needs more shade. See, it's actually getting hit pretty hard right now. But once the grapes grow above it, it won't. So that's my game plan. So we're gonna go around the side of my house now. We're gonna check out the bananas. Bananas. They're just blowing up. They got hammered in the storm. But they're growing so fast. There's so many pups. I'm gonna flip the camera around here. So this banana. Oh, look, I got some cantaloupe too. A little cantaloupe. But look at this banana. These are the pups that have been coming off of it. They're just getting huge. You saw that picture in the early part of the video where in November I planted this, but look at this. This thing is just so massive. It's so exciting watching this thing grow. Tons of pups. I'm just kind of letting them all make a banana circle. And then I also got some dwarf Cavendish pups, but this one's also leaning over, but it's doing okay. So there's some dwarf Cavendish pups, and I've been basically putting all my compost down in here, and I put a whole bunch of moringa scraps once down in here. And now there's a whole bunch of moringas coming up, but that's not from seed. That's actually from me basically covering a whole bunch of little stems after I dried some moringa. There's a whole bunch of moringas sprouting up in here, just in the full shade. So, and that's coming from stems. So it's not even seeds, it's not even thick cuttings, but it's just because it was a compost pile here. And it's already, this is like a solid layer of worm castings now. And then you get to the clay immediately because everything else is just, look at that. That's all worm castings. So this is just so much nutrients in here. And now I got my automatic watering system back there too. Hits it every day. Video just started playing for me. Sorry if you already answered, but when should I start my moringa seeds? I just harvested them off my tree. Hey, thanks for the question. Yeah, sorry, my phone's been overheating. But let me flip the camera around and I'll show you my moringa bed and we'll talk about it. Okay, so you asked when should you plant moringa seeds. Let me see. When should you start moringa seeds that you just harvested off your tree? It's actually the perfect time to harvest your seeds. Like they're gonna start becoming dry. So my answer to that question is if you want to start them right now, you need to start them right now because it's the middle of summer. This is moringa's favorite time of year, but it's so hot so you wanna give them shade when you start them. But if you start them right now, they're gonna have a shot of handling any kind of cold freezes because they're gonna be big enough in 3 months. And let me show you what moringas can do from seed in 3 months. This is my cantaloupe here. But this has been 3 months from seed. This is the intensive bed. So if you seed your moringas now, within the next 3 months, by the time summer's over, they're gonna be this big or bigger. So you want a moringa to get about as tall as you. Once it's taller than you, you can chop it and then you can pull the shade cloth off. But you really kind of want to shade young moringas. But I didn't shade this bed at all. This bed's getting watered every single day and these moringas are huge and they taste so good because they're young leaves. These ones aren't really spicy at all. So answer your question is plant your seeds right now. Because if you wait till it gets cooler, like a lot of people are saying, they want to wait and plant their moringa seeds when it gets a little cooler or plant their moringa trees in the ground when it's cooler. I think people are mostly saying that because it's so hot out and people don't want to go out and work in the yard right now. But if we're talking about what the tree wants to be planted now. The tree actually wants to be planted like right after the last frost. The day after the last frost, throw those seeds in the ground. There'll be a slow sprout when it's cooler. When it's hot right now, your seeds are gonna sprout so quick. You're probably gonna sprout in about 2 to 4 days. You can do a couple different ways. You can direct seed right into the ground. So pick your spot where you want your moringas. Dig a small hole, throw some compost or Seamus soil in there or some good potting soil and put a moringa seed right in the middle. Put 3 seeds there and water it every day. And I'll guarantee you it'll probably sprout within like 4 days right now. But if you planted it in spring, you're gonna need about an 8 to 9 day germination period before your seeds sprout. They grow slower in spring. Moringa's favorite day of the year is the longest and the hottest day of the year. That's their favorite day. And as the year builds up to that favorite day, they grow fast. As it goes away from that favorite day, they slow down. And if it goes into actually cold, if it freezes, they can die. But as you get them bigger in Phoenix, a couple frosts won't really kill an established moringa tree, but it'll kill a young guy. However, these were the ones that survived over winter. There was a handful of them in this bed, and they're definitely stronger than the other ones, but if it's a race, like, they're all doing pretty darn good. So yeah, plant your moringa seeds now. And here's another good practice for moringas. If your moringa's looking real stringy right now, top it. Right now is the time to do it. I got a whole video on this one, topping this tree, but it was getting nice and stringy, and the storm kind of like bent them. Didn't break them, but it was kind of bent. So I came over here, just topped it. But guess how long ago I topped it? It's been like maybe a week and a half. And this thing is loaded. I mean, look at this. It's like exploding with growth. It's gonna be a lot more bushy now too. So if it's stringy and you chop it, it'll bush out. And this is Hawaii. This is the cutting from Maui right here. And it's doing so amazing. Hawaii's looking so good. Hi, Ingrid. I'm great. How are you doing? Hi, Ingrid. So, I'm doing really great. My garden makes me so happy, and I'm gonna show you this. I have another whole video on this I haven't put out yet, but this is my turning a dead grapefruit tree into a passion fruit tree. So this was my grapefruit tree that died, and now it's a trellis, and the passion fruit didn't want to grow up it because it's smooth bark, and passion fruit wants to grip onto things. So I netted the whole tree. I threw a net all the way down, and man, it's really climbing now. It's starting to really climb. So I just want to have a passion fruit tree. I'm very excited about that. So we're getting through everything. And then here's something really cool and special that's in my yard. It's in nobody else's yard. This is a dehydrator the size of a car. And I'm right in the sun. I'm gonna go get in the shade here and show you. So my phone doesn't overheat again. But this is a dehydrator the size of a car. It's solar dehydrator. It's a prototype, and I can literally dehydrate anything I want in here, and it stays at 120 degrees, between 115 and 120. Even if it's hotter than 120 out, it maxes out at 120, and it won't go below 115. So it's a raw food dehydrator. So it's very exciting. It's a prototype. I'm going to be drawing a lot of moringa and possibly other fruits in it too. All right, so another quick and cool addition you haven't seen yet is this trampoline. It's gonna be so much fun. Ingrid, you're good. Sorry about the passion fruit. No, it's no apologies necessary. My passion fruits are doing great, and I'm very excited about them. There are some, those are the edulous, and the edulous are very hardy, full sun passion fruits. I do have some other varieties in there that aren't really doing too well right now because they're more tropical. The edulous is an amazing variety. This is another desert gold peach. It was a bare root. This was mighty maha, the maha chinook that, yeah, just died on me. So I chopped it, but it's got a little sprout. I have murdered my share of trees, guys. So wood chips helps, but yeah, every tree needs something else. If we're trying to plant tropicals, everything needs something else. Here's my little greenhouse area, my little hoop house. I got a whole bunch of cool trees. They're all doing real well under here. This is a wamachil and a couple star fruits, getting some new growth on it, so it's looking better. This is a Suriname cherry here, starting to get some growth, and look at all those moringas. I'm gonna flip this around. Look at these. They are loving it under the shade cloth right now. It's getting watered and sprayed. Hey, Mary, can I just take the moringa leaf? Whoops. Sorry, Mary. Can I take the moringa leaf and put it in the oven to dehydrate it? And if I can, how long do I keep it in there and what temperature? Okay, Mary, I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit, dehydrating moringa. I'll talk to you about that, okay? So check this out. They are just doing so well in here. And I have a special secret surprise for you guys right now that I haven't shown you either. Whole bunch about everything. Everything moves so fast. Look at my little secret garden door. That was my old front door before I replaced it. What do you think's back here? I don't know if you can guess. Can you guys guess? Anybody want to guess? I don't see any guesses. I'm just going to tell you. It's my brand new beehive. My new friends. And they're going to start swarming right now because it's... Oh, perfect. Yeah, plant them tomorrow for sure, the moringa seeds. But they're going to start swarming because the sun's setting. So I'm going to get out of here. But I have some videos on my new hive, guys. And my bees are so exciting. They're Cordovan bees. They're amazing to watch. And they pollinate everything now, so I'm going to start getting a lot more fruit production. And some honey. Thanks to Cricket. Thanks Cricket Aldridge, my local beekeeper. And she is literally been amazing. If you have bees in your walls anywhere, you need to relocate them, call Cricket Aldridge at Garden Variety Bees. Check out her website, give her a call. She can come relocate your bees instead of exterminating them. So definitely very important to take care of our bees. They're hugely important to our agriculture and our whole infrastructure of the world and the food sources. So, you know, when you get bees, don't be scared. Just call a beekeeper. They can take them out, and it'll cost just as much it'll cost you to get them exterminated, but you won't kill them. Plus, if you call a beekeeper and you get them, you pay the same price as an exterminator, call a beekeeper, you also get like a whole bunch of honey. They might be able to pull the honey out of your attic instead of just spraying it with poison, and then you can't use any of that honey. So think about that too. But anyways, these are the moringas. This is, let's see, Kauai. This is Kauai. This one's from Craig's yard. And this is Honolulu. And they're doing great. These are the ones I pulled out of the ground. We pulled a little bit of the root out of the ground. And they're really doing amazing. So yeah. This was a small amount of root attached to this. And just got some really strong branches coming in. And then I just come up here every time, and you can see where I pinch the tip here. A new growth up here and a new shoot there. So pinching the tips just gives it nice structure to the tree. That's what I did here. But yeah, look at Kauai. It's doing so great. So great. Had a nice little bit of root structure on it. Took a while to kick in, but now it's just doing so well. And then let's see, what else can I show you? Okay, here we go. This is an exciting addition. This is a neem tree from Seamus. And this is just doing so well. The neem is such a medicinal tree. And, whoops, cool neem fact is that neem is pretty much the cure for malaria. And you guys should do your own research on that, check that out. But if neem is in your body, malaria cannot be in your body. Very interesting, because neem grows so well in all those places. And mosquitoes don't like to be around a neem tree. They're not gonna huddle around a neem tree. So there's a couple positive benefits for neem and mosquitoes. It's also very, very healthy for your body, but it's so bitter. You can't just eat the leaves like on a moringa. Although Gandhi did, but he was hardcore. Okay, here's a little apple tree, full sun, getting some sprouts, a lot of new growth. I need to shade my camera here. But yeah, look at all these new growth sprouts on this Anna apple. I just planted it. And it's looking nice. Look at all those. It's looking so good. All right, guys. Okay, all right. So sorry, my phone. Literally, I'm like, it's so hot out here, I can take it, my phone can't. So I go put it in a freezer for like a couple minutes and then come back out here. All right, let's see what you guys said here. Sorry about that. Where can we get moringa seeds for Southwestern United States online? Brandon, you know, go to Amazon. If you want good see, I'm gonna have some great seeds here, but it's not gonna be till the end of the season. So you guys can get some good Stonehaven seeds directly from these trees, and you can actually pick what kind of seeds you're gonna want. If you want a heavy seed producer, PKM1, I can give you like that. We can also do some cutting somehow off of my super fast growing moringas that are if you want it by your pool, like I said. So eventually I'm gonna have a whole bunch of different strains of seeds that we can kind of like have different properties. I also have a very, very fragrant moringa. I'm calling fragrant moringa, that's what the name of it is. But you smell the flowers, they smell like jasmine. So I'm finding that they're all Moringa Oleiferas, but within the Moringa Oleifera, there are definitely personality traits that you can see that are genetic through each particular tree. Some are like Michael Jordan, and they grow freaking so fast. And some produce so many flowers, and some produce so many pods. So anyways, all right. But in the meantime, if you want to buy some seeds, I would go to Amazon and buy Paisley Farm seeds. Moringa seeds from Paisley Farms. If you can get Jake May seeds anywhere, Jake May seeds are awesome, but I don't know if maybe Pamela Mace might have some seeds now that she's selling. So research her, check it out. Longevity Gardens is still up, her moringas are still going. So those seeds are awesome. So Pamela's seeds are amazing over at Longevity Gardens. But I'm gonna have some here, but Paisley Farm in the meantime, that's my favorite seeds. They've been sprouting so well for me. You can also go to Moringa for Life, and you can get some seeds from Blanca or from Mariko. They have amazing seeds too. And Mariko is very, very particular on where she gets her seeds from and the quality of everything. So if you want super high quality, and they're all super high quality, everybody that I'm mentioning, but Mariko is super obsessed with quality. So it's really cool to go check out Moringa for Life. You can check out all her stuff. She's got some great stuff too. So wait on me for Stonehaven seeds. But in the meantime, Paisley Farms, Moringa for Life. I'm not sure if Pamela Mace is selling seeds, but you can check with her and see if she is. Let's see what else you guys have to say. I have tiny little white dots on my moringa leaves. What are they? Pest? Okay, gotcha. I'll answer that in a second, Laura. Got some sunburn. Well, the phone definitely did. Kathy, I've got about 5 in the ground and 5 more to transplant. Yes, Kathy! So if you guys aren't on I Want More Moringa on Facebook, go join the group and put those numbers in a post where I'm asking how many moringas everybody's planting, because I'm trying to get an accurate count here. And by the way, this has been 18 months, the whole yard, just the front yard. It's been 18 months from dirt, and it's just massive right now. It's so amazing what wood chips can do. I subscribe to your channel. Thank you for the information. Awesome, right on, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So let's see the tiny white dots on the moringa leaf. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can find that on a tree for you here. And I think that's pretty much the tour. Is there anything else you guys want to see in the yard that I didn't show you yet? If not, if you like this video, give me a big green thumbs up and share it with the world, and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. And if you have subscribed already, you rock. I really appreciate you guys. Also, if you guys do want to become Patreons, you're going to get some cool hashtag DAS shades. So $3 a month or more, and I'll ship you some shades and I'll pay for shipping. But they're really cool. They work well. They don't have a metal thing in them. So they don't like, you know, grab your hair. And they're UV. And I mean, I sweat a lot in them, and they work well. Anyways, get some shades if you want. So let me go try to find those white dots on the moringa for you, okay? Because I think I might know what you're talking about. So, okay, I might actually have one right here. So I don't know if you can see this right here. Is that what you're talking about, those little white dots? Maybe there's a lot more of them than just those 2. I don't have Facebook, but I got 18 moringa seeds from my tree, so I am gonna plant them all and hope for them to grow. Yes, 18 trees, you should do it. And there's so many ways to plant them. You could email me or message me later about the different things you can do. Because if you have 18, you could either do a wall of them. You could make sure you could canopy your yard if you place them strategically throughout your yard. So there's a lot of cool things you can do with them. But definitely plant them all. If you plant them in pots and then transplant them, whatever you want to do. But I bet you get all 18 sprouted. That would be awesome. There's a lot of times you get 100% germination rate. So it's not out of the question. Let me go see if I can find some more white dots. But let me know if that was the white dots you were talking about. Hey, Brandon. Sweet. Then you'll wait for my moringa seeds. Yeah, I'm gonna really catalog these seeds and show you kind of which ones make massive pods. You know, you can kind of select your moringa. Let me look on this tree. I'll probably. Yeah, I mean, my moringas are really healthy though. I do so much to them. The wood chips though are the most important, and I really don't do much after I spread them. Oh, here we go. This is what you're talking about. Let me get in the shade here. Oh, check out my fountain. It's so nice having some water back here. I have some flowers. Planted some sunflowers in there. And my new bees love the fountain. Look at them. They're just drinking away. Hi, little guys. These are Cordon bees. They're a lighter bee, lighter in color. I don't know if you can tell. They're very beautiful little bees. But they really love this fountain, and that's a lot of fun. So let's look at these moringa leaves here. Is this what you're talking about? The white dots? Let me know in the comments if that's what you mean by white dots. Because I can't like wipe these off. It's on the table here. Or can I? No, not really. I can't really wipe it off. It's definitely still white dots on there. Let's try this one. Yeah, no, it doesn't wipe off. So I'm gonna say I honestly don't know what these white dots are, but usually they'll happen on the lower branches. So you could see even in this bed here, you could see the kind of discolored, there's so many moringas growing in this space that you'll start noticing this kind of stuff at the bottom. But even on this same tree, when you come up all the way to the top, it's a beautiful green leaf. And all of these are still edible. So even this, it's not even green, totally edible. But it doesn't taste as green, but it actually, some people like the flavor of yellow leaves even more than they like green leaves because there's less chlorophyll in them. So just think about that too. But I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna harvest this whole bed soon. But all I'm saying about the white dots is it doesn't really matter. I wouldn't process these to eat personally. I would throw these in the garden. But on the next branch up, I would certainly eat that. So it doesn't really, a lot of times it can be improper watering, not feeding. But if you're getting some leaves that look like that, then you're doing good. Doing real good. But anyways, I water every day, especially in Phoenix. These trees can be drought tolerant. Now, what I'm also finding, and part of my experiments, is that if you allow the tree to be drought resistant, it will be a very spicy leaf. your leaf will actually be much more horseradish tasting if you don't water it a lot, if you let it become drought resistant. Now, if you water your tree every day, hey, Latricia, ordered some seeds from Paisley, but definitely, but would love a fragrant moringa. Oh yeah, oh, I'm gonna show you that one before we're done then. Absolutely, Latricia. But thank you, because I can't wait to get you some seeds in your yard. I've ordered seeds from everywhere. That's what I'm doing. I'm like, these are full experimentation mode here. I'm buying seeds from Paisley, from India, from Amazon, from anywhere I can find seeds. All my friends, any seeds I see, I take them and plant them, and I find the strongest seeds. I find the strongest trees ever because I plant so many seeds. And then I can take the genetics of those super strong seeds, and that's what PKM1 is. PKM1 is a super strong producer of pods that they've crossbred to produce just massive amounts of pods and massive size pods. And so that's what that is. It's not GMO or anything. It's just a hybrid moringa where some moringas pollinated each other with really good characteristics, but it was actually a controlled process. So here I'm finding good genetics, and then I'm just clumping them together and letting you guys know what I have. So hopefully I can get a whole bunch in abundance, and then we can plant 1 million moringas in 5 years, and you guys can help me. Thanks, Juan Arcos. Appreciate it. So if you water your trees every day, they're gonna do better. Not only are they gonna do better, they're gonna taste not sweeter, but they're not gonna be spicy like horseradish. Hey, Alex, you want some moringa seeds? Well, get them. I'm gonna have some Stonehaven moringas, but I'm not gonna have Stonehaven moringas for till the end of this season, and I'll have a whole bunch. So if you keep in touch, and if you become a Patreon, I'm sure I'm gonna be sending all my Patreons some free moringa seeds too, but I don't have those yet. So once I get them, not only will you get shades, you get moringa seeds. Kathy, I bought a lot of seeds. PKM1 is one of them. Some are also from Pam Yard and some from Florida. Oh, sweet. Exactly. See, Kathy, that's the best way to do it. Hey, Juan Arcos, have you planted the trees you got, like the guama show? Oh, I'll get back to that, Juan Arcos. But that is what you're supposed to do, Kathy, is you're supposed to get all the moringa seeds you can and pollinate your yards with different moringas, and then you'll see the ones that work for you. Because when you just plant one moringa, you might actually get a little bit slow grower. And if you plant a slow grower with no wood chips and weekly water, it's gonna be a really slow grower. So, you know, daily water I think is key, especially in the desert for moringas. But that's just me. So, let's see what I was saying here. Oh, guama chill. No, I haven't yet. It's still in the pot, but it's looking really good. It got hit by the sun when I had it in the pot, so I put it back in the greenhouse. And but look at it now. It's just totally bushing out. It's super spiky. I love it, but it's really pretty. A lot of beautiful new growth. So this is, I think, just a Lowe's guama chill. 25 bucks. Yeah, Juan Arcos, thanks, man. It's definitely the idea to water every day for sure. So I got to show you one of my favorite moringas that started growing. I'm calling this curlicue. Check this out. It must have fell over, and then it started curling up, and so I planted it. Oh, speaking of jackfruit, thanks, Alex. Look what I have right here. This is a jackfruit from Farmer Brown Grows. Check him out on Instagram and YouTube. I think he's on YouTube also, but definitely he has a massive Instagram. Really awesome. You see his food forest starting. It's about as old as mine, but he's in California. He grew this jackfruit. Urban Oasis, great job following your journey. We need a moringa. Oh, sweet. Well, let's get you a moringa, Urban Oasis. Let's get you as many as you want. How is the backyard irrigation system doing? Ooh, I'm gonna talk about that one, Arcos. Thanks for bringing that up. But this is that's a jackfruit from Farmer Brown Grows, and he sprouted that from his seed, and it's doing really well. I put it in a little bit bigger pot, and I'm letting it sit in the greenhouse and just kind of like get a little bit bigger. But look at all these beautiful little moringas. Oh, So excited about them. But that was Curly Q. We'll see how big Curly Q gets and how it does. So the irrigation system. The irrigation system. Now, I had a whole bunch of issues with it, but I got it all worked out. I got it all fixed, and yeah, right now. And I've actually expanded it even a little bit more because I had some more trees that I wanted to put on it. But it's now attached just directly to a hose, and so I'm going to show you that. So I actually have this 4-way on here. This goes to the irrigation system. This one just goes to a hose. This goes to my automatic little timer here for the moringa bed and also for the, which is actually turning on right now. Huh. So yeah. And then this is to a different hose. But if that's turning on right now, I wanted to show you the sprinkler system. So I'm going to turn this one off, and that can get watered later. Let's see. Which one is it? It's this one. Yep. All right. Now I'm going to turn on my irrigation system that I just put in so you guys can check it out. So right in front of, see, I expanded it. I got a little flower garden right here in front of the fountain. And this is still spraying real nice right at the very end of the system. And actually the very end of the system's over here. But it's working really nice. The guava, little Thai white guava from Seamus. I got this one big guava on here, can't wait. It's probably gonna ripen up. Oh, and I didn't get to show you the monkey pod because the camera overheated. But it's getting watered. Look at this thing go. It's just looking, it's closing up again, but it's so beautiful. Anyways, I can't wait about this. This tree is so exciting to me. But yeah, all the watering works real well. It's got pressure. Oh, there's a hummingbird. Hi, baby. A couple of them. But all these sprinklers are working. I think there's, oh yeah, trampoline. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You know the reason I got this? So the reason I got this trampoline, because I was looking at hammocks. And I still need to level the ground, it's kind of warped. But I was looking at hammocks, and the hammock I wanted was like 175 bucks. So I go on Craigslist, find a brand new trampoline that just had extra parts. It was like, I don't even know, I think it was part of a return or something, for 75 bucks. I put it together, and it's way better than a hammock. Like I can literally lay all the way out under the stars, and I actually passed out on here last night. Woke up at like 2 a.m., went to my bed. But that's kind of why I got it. And I can grow things under it. Some watermelon or something. Kathy, I still hand water because I don't have pressure. There might be solutions to that. I'd like to think about some solutions to up pressure. It's probably with like a pump, you know, kind of build a system, attach it to a pump, and then maybe build a little reservoir that just fills up and that pump pulls out of that reservoir. So you fill up a reservoir and then you keep filling that reservoir as you're watering, but it's watering through a pump. That might be a super easy setup. So if you want to email me, we can think that through. I like that idea. If you don't have a lot of pressure. Alex, I'm growing a soursop in zone 9A in Florida. It has a bunch of flowers. That is amazing. I would love to have Florida land one day. I will, because Florida is amazing, amazing place to grow anything. Is the AC working now? Yes, it is. It's actually on right now. It's so loud. But hey, thank you. Thank you, Roan. Yeah, everything's looking so good. I'm so excited. Just feels good to have a garden, and I'm getting an upgrade, an animal upgrade. I'm gonna be turning this chicken coop into a duck pen, and I'm gonna get some Muskogee ducks. The eggs are huge. They're amazing ducks, crinkly faces, very fun ducks. So I'm gonna get some of those, and my dad's gonna help me take care of them because he used to have Muskogee ducks, and the eggs are just so big. So anyways, everything's still getting watered. So does anybody else have any questions, or did I not show you something that, oh, I want to show you this really quick. Couple things. Check this out. This is a mesquite tree, a thornless. One more time. Rumuchama cherry. It's a beautiful plant, one of my favorite. Never had the fruit yet though. I haven't had a Wumuchama. I'm not even sure if I said that right. And it rains almost every day here in Florida, so I don't need to water my, oh my gosh, that's amazing, Alex. I know I do need a Jamaican climate, Rowan. Trees are awesome. Dehydration, don't forget. More shade very soon with all the moringas. Garden's looking great. Hey, thanks guys. What about the sunflowers? They did great, but I chopped them all down because they kind of started dying, and I planted more, but they're not really doing too well. But my ones in the flower bed here in front of the fountain are doing really well. So that's good. So a couple little things to point out before my phone overheats a final time is I got a honeysuckle right next to the fountain there. I have a cool silk floss tree. I'll give you a quick close-up of that. And then I have a red thornless mesquite tree that just popped up right in the perfect spot, and it's growing with amazing, amazing structure. And also these moringa cuttings right here from Craig's house, they're really blowing up. So I'm gonna try to get this, I'm gonna hit the passion fruit, and then I'm gonna eat a mango on camera from my fruit punch mango. It's in my pocket right now. I'll show you. It's a mango. It's been in my pocket, so it's squished, but I'm gonna eat it on camera with you. It's my fruit punch mango. So let me show you all these trees real quick, and then I'll go eat a passion fruit because they are on the ground. So we got a little honeysuckle, which first flower was on and just came off. This is a little honeysuckle. This is the silk floss tree, and you can research it. It's a beautiful, cool looking tree with big spikes that grow in on it. And then this is the Craig's cutting from his tree. It's doing so well. It's amazing. Oh, and these, I haven't even given you an update on these. These are the red party cup moringas that lasted over winter. And they're just really loving the bigger pots. They're huge now. They're really responding well. So I want to show you fragrant moringa, and that's this one. This is fragrant. These flowers on this tree, right here, most moringa flowers don't have like a very sweet scent. Wow, it makes me kind of like get goosebumps. This one smells so good. It's like a jasmine. And when this tree gets big, there's gonna be so many flowers on it. So that's gonna be really exciting, just to have like a perfume scent coming from this fragrant moringa. So I'm excited about that one. Yeah, it definitely has flowers. We'll see if my bees pollinate them enough to where I can actually get seeds from them this year. I hope, but if not seeds, we'll have cuttings. So that'll be good. So I think that's pretty much it. This is that this is that mesquite tree that just came up. It's a thornless, red thornless. It's literally so beautiful. I just gotta stake it, but it's got an excellent structure to it. This beautiful tree. Cool down the phone. Thanks, Juan Arcos. I've been throwing it in the freezer every time it overheats on me. How's the desert gold peach? Well, let me go end on, well, I got to go and do passion fruits now because I wanted to show you those, because that passion fruit vine that I planted in November, it's all the way down there now, but gave me so many passion fruits and so many beautiful flowers. And actually, here we go, right here. Here's one. I don't know if you've had a passion fruit before, but you gotta try them. They're so good, and this is how you eat them. Cricket showed me this. Boom. Squeeze that in your mouth. So good. It's like a sweet tart. And kind of crunchy. The seeds. So good. Pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for sticking with me when my phone kept overheating. This mango is gonna be like ice cream. Actually, my ice cream mango fell on the ground and I didn't catch it, and bugs got it. But I got half of it. Oh, Juan Arcos, that passion fruit vine produced probably 8 5-gallon buckets worth of passion fruit. We were eating passion fruit for so long. Like, it's been amazing. Been giving it to everybody else too. So those are my 2 desert gold peaches. This one over here was the bare root, and this one was the one from Dig It Nurseries. So you can watch those videos back early on my channel to see when I planted those last year. But Rowan, wow, that's a lot. Man, these peaches are insane. Like, I'm gonna walk right up to them and you can kind of really get a good view on how big they are. I mean, they're huge. They're really just massive. This was bare root last year. Let me flip it around and show you the trunk. So I painted this trunk with IV Organics, and man, that paint is working so well, guys. So I definitely recommend it. Look at that trunk. That was a bare root. This is already growing together here. These 2 branches. I mean, it's just incredible. These peaches are insane. So, all right, I'm signing off, and I'm gonna sign off by eating a mango that I grew from Stonehaven on camera right now without any utensils. Pick off a little bit and then make sure it's not rotten. It's not rotten. Oh my gosh. This is a fruit punch mango. Look at that. I grew that here at Stonehaven. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. Grow your own mangoes. They just need full shade for like 5 years. But this mango was a very small tree. I think, how big was the fruit punch? Might have been like, I think it was like a 5-gallon from Seamus last February. You can watch the video when I plant all these trees in the front here, back behind that fence. Let me show you the fruit punch right now once I'm eating it. Oh man, those acerola cherries will whip you. Here it is, fruit punch. Very small tree still, but it produced 3 of these. And actually, this is the smallest of the 3. You'll see the video that I'll put out about eating that other one. I weighed it. It was 15 ounces. Both of the other 2 were 15 ounces. Anyways, plant mangoes, but you need full shade. So, thanks everybody for watching this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, throw them down below and let me know what videos you want me to see me do next, because actually my schedule's changing, so I'm not going to be putting out videos every Friday, Saturday, Sunday anymore. I'm going to be moving videos from, have you been to Periscope Farm lately? I haven't yet, but Juan Arcos, I'll tell you about that in a second. So I'm switching my schedule to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5. So I want to let you guys know about that today. So this was an extra long Stonehaven garden update today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, give me a subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, if you've already subscribed, thank you so much. And if you want a cool pair of my shades, go to patreon.com/developawesomeskills and become a $3 a month or more patron. And you're gonna get the pair of shades plus a special bonus gift, which includes seeds of some kind that I have from Stonehaven. So All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. And until next time, develop awesome skills. I love you all.